Chapter 1, The Awakening. The beloved lay in the snow. Nearby, a cricket waited, on a branch, waiting for purpose to awaken. Time passed. The beloved eventually began to stir. When they sat up, they looked about and saw a vast wood, with snowy clumps all over fir trees, and stalks of black and white birch trees that stood at attention. Overhead, a purple bruised sky of mid-afternoon rubbed its way across the horizon. Clouds stretched as thin as whispers. "You are awake," said the cricket, hopping closer. "I am," said the beloved, who looked at the cricket as if remembering something from far away. "Where am I?" they said, rubbing their eyes, stretching and sitting forward, oblivious to the snow angel they had left behind them. "You are here," said the cricket. "Where is here?" asked the beloved, confused. Before the cricket could answer, though, the beloved was transfixed by the shimmer of their breath, sparkling with crystals and refracted light in the dimming afternoon, a glittering exhalation. The beloved blew it out again, and smiled a distant, wan smile. "On the outskirts of town," said the cricket, brushing himself off. "See the big star over there? It leads the way home." His little arm stretched to the vastness. "Home?" said the beloved. "Yes," said the cricket. I know I should know this place. It seems so familiar," said the beloved. "Yes, that's the way of it," said the cricket. The beloved looked to their right and saw a winding path through the wood. They smiled at the little cricket. Something of a vague memory of chirping, of an urgency of some sort, that was only sleeplessness now. Shadow. The beloved looked at their boots in the snow and then lay back down. For them, looking at the purple sky was more interesting at the moment, glittering with diamonds cast across the cosmos, ostensibly looking for Lucy. The beloved remembered something about sound, a calling. The cricket sat patiently, as good crickets do when they can read minds. "I feel dizzy," said the beloved, who presently touched a constellation of stars with their foot, and they nudged it just so, and it rippled. "It'll pass in time," said the cricket. "It will?" "Yes, beloved." "Is that my name?" "For now, yes." The beloved sat up again, eyes narrowing slightly. "I heard a call." "Yes." "Was that you?" "No, it was the beacon." "The beacon?" the beloved asked. "Yes, it's a circular reference, you know." "I suppose I do." "You do?" "Yes." "That's good," said the cricket. After a time, the cricket asked, "Would you like to go?" The beloved said yes and stood up, brushing snow off their clothes. "How did I get here? Where have I been?" "Why, you've been in the upside-down world. That's why you're dizzy." "That's why?" asked the beloved. "Yes." "Okay." "See, the beacon is a fifth postulate magic kind of thing, and only few can hear it when the time is right," said the cricket. "Am I one of them?" "Yes, beloved, you are." "What did I hear?" "The sum total of all thoughts and ideas that ever were and ever will be." "I did?" "Yes, beloved, you did." "Who are you?" asked the beloved after a pause. "Why, I'm a cricket. My job is to show you where you are." "Hello, cricket," said the beloved. "Hello, beloved." "I don't remember much," said the beloved. "That's because we're starting from zero, but not like you think. We're sort of starting over, but, well, let me explain. There is no nothing, no zero, really, just love and possibility." "I'm not sure I understand," said the beloved with eyes cast down. That's okay, beloved. It's expected. So let me put it this way. If you have a basket with an apple in it, the cricket said, brushing a single antenna to disrupt a snowflake, you have a basket with an apple. But if there is no apple, you don't have a basket with no apples. You have a basket for apples. The beloved blinked. That means, the cricket continued, with a gleam in his many-faceted eyes, that every empty basket is actually a wish, a kind of open door. It says, I am ready to receive, and that is how everything begins. It wasn't long before the beloved understood, for it was really quite simple. 0 is not nothing. It's not the absence of a thing. 0 is the possibility of a thing, a field, a vessel, a cradle holding space for joy, a placeholder for the everything that has and has yet to become. The beloved already knew this, of course, as all beloveds do. It was the person within the beloved who lived inside the upside-down world who had forgotten. The cricket thought about elaborating about set theory and paradoxes, and how the beacon contained all of that and more. Those and other silly tempests and teapots, not worth a hill of magic beans anywhere else but here. But the cricket thought twice. Perspective at the speed of light is one thing. Perspective in the here and now is something altogether different. E equals MC squirreled and all that. But then the cricket remembered the beloved had only just arrived, with nothing to compare now to, and context was everything. Someone once told the cricket that philosophy was just taking things out of context, but he didn't believe that. So much so that he needn't bother with Santas with such things. Like prepositions out of order, some things don't need fixing. We can begin whenever you like, said the cricket, and it blinked, patiently, against the white background of the snow. Okay, said the beloved, and they began to walk down the path. After a time, the beloved asked again where they were going. The cricket responded, To Santaland. Santaland? The beloved responded. Yes. What is Santaland? Oh, you'll see. It's quite wonderful. It really is, said the cricket. The last thing I remember is that I figured something out about words, and then I was here, said the beloved, dazed. Yes, that and more, said the cricket. More? Yes, it's about words. Words? Oh, yes, words are everything. They form sentences from intentions. We sing them in our songs. It's part of the magic of Santaland. It's part of wishing, the cricket said, and he did a little bow. Did I wish? Yes. You found the secret and you wished. Nothing more complicated than that. I did, said the beloved. Yes. Now, we should begin hopping our way to Santaland so that your wish can be fulfilled. How? You'll see. I will? Yes. As the beloved rose, the cricket jumped into their hands and up their arm to their shoulder, where they perched, next to the parka hood, hanging onto the fur for balance. Suddenly, a small bird wearing a crown flew in front of the beloved's face and all around their head until finally landing on a branch. Hello, Truth, said Cricket. Hello, said Robin. And this is the beloved? Yes, said the cricket. Only just arrived. May I join you through the wood? The bird asked. Why, yes, said the cricket. Please, said the beloved, eagerly enthralled by their tiny crown on their little majesty's head. Then it is done, said the robin, and the bird flew up far into the clouds, and ahead of them, until it was nothing more than a period on the blank page of the sky. He's directing us and scouting ahead. Why? Asked the beloved. Because he collects sentences, said the cricket. He takes sentences? Asked the beloved, Yes, well, no, he doesn't take them. He borrows them. That's different, said the cricket, continuing. He collects sentences from everywhere. That's how he knows all, and he sings all when asked. He does? Indeed. Truth among all things is important, and he puts words into their proper places, so that truth can be discovered through perspective. In Santaland, you'll find that words are precious, but so are many things. You'll see. I'm glad I'll see, said the beloved. The path was quiet in the hush of falling snowflakes, and was now punctuated by the crunch of it underfoot. Blue and purple trees, now made dark and interesting by shadows, lined both sides, and the sky was now like a piece of paper, ripped across the top with a Prussian blue pen. It was an invitation full of snowflakes. As they walked, the beloved could see the twinkle lights in the trees. They knew that they were fairies, even if the cricket had not said so. It was a feeling, deep down, in that spot in your belly, where you feel and know the truth of things. Is he coming back? Asked the beloved. Of course, said the cricket. Truth always reveals itself in time. And they walked in silence. Crunch, crunch, crunch of snow. The entire woodland listened in rapt expectation. They're here! They're here! They're here! It's the beloved! It's the beloved! Whispered the woodland sprites and fairies. And they were glad to hear the crunchy walk of the beloved. It sounded comforting, shuffling along, going somewhere, in plenty of time.